Hi, guys. We're back for another great episode of Bless Your Hardt. Dale and I are here in the Dirty Mo Media studios. We have a really fun show for you today. We're going to play a couple games. One's called Real or Fake Florida Man, and we're going to bring back the Whisper Challenge because we had a lot of fun with that. And we had a lot of fun other little topics to share. So let's get started.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this show. We have Ask Amy coming up later, but we have some drinks to make too. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's let that be the first thing we do.
This has been a favorite in the house all week, basically.
All week. Well, right here in my hand, obviously, little kids juice box, but this is a specific type of drink that they don't make in the United States anymore.
No, they don't make it here anymore. They used to. So we have a friend in Canada.
Yeah.
The Canadian connection is what I call it. And they send us down a couple crates of this.
They do. And so it seems like every other month they travel down here and drop off a box of these or a case of these at the office here. It's called Five Alive. A lot of people might remember Five Alive.
Yeah.
And it's so fun because on the back it's the French deli sink.
What?
I don't know. You say it. Deli.
I can't speak French. You took French.
Five. How do you say Five Alive? How do you say alive in French?
I don't know.
Deli. I don't know.
Deli.
Sink is five. But so on the back side, it's all the French words, and even on the side, the nutritional facts are valeur nutritive. But anyhow, so if you're wanting to take juice boxes and use them as a mixer in your drink, flip the ends up like this so your juice box does this, right?
I can't wait to see how
and then you take a scissors.
tidy this isn't.
You take little scissors right here. Can you see this real good? And you cut the corner off. Just like that.
How come in here you can do it without getting anything spilled on the countertop, but at home there's spots everywhere?
Well, it's easy to get it a little spill here and there, but I don't know how else you're going to open these things and not spill it. Look at that.
That was great. You did a good job. Now I know that you can do it.
Yep.
All right, fill me up.
And so
we've got a little High Rock and some Five Alive.
Yeah.
And we did have a couple of these on the couch the other night. They all stayed up watching TV with me. See,
Yep.
They went everywhere.
Well, I'm reaching way around this microphone.
It's in your neck.
Cheers, episode whatever. I don't know. This is 6, 7,
I don't
5?
know.
9.
9? Wow.
Already.
Damn. Didn't it fly by?
It has. Yeah, time
Get a little
flies.
drip right there. Get a little drop right there.
How can you even see that?
It's big. It's like a drop of fluid on your lip. It's pretty easy to see.
I can't even feel it.
Yeah. So yesterday, I got my teeth whitened.
Yeah, he went to the dentist
See
and
that?
got his teeth whitened.
Get the camera on these. So I got my teeth whitened, and I'm laying there in the chair, right? And you lay on your back, and I guess they could sit you up, but the lady sits there behind you the whole time. And every 2.5 minutes, a little alarm goes off, and they like apply some more goo on your teeth. And so you kind of have to lay down, and you can't really look at your phone or anything because you're holding it up over your head like this, and it's really uncomfortable. But anyhow,
I've never done this.
so
Why are your hands above your heads? Or above your head?
you're laying on your back, and if you want to look at your phone, you have, to hold it
up.
above you,
Yeah, I got
right?
you.
And you can't do that for a prolonged period of time.
No,
but
there's nothing under your shoulders for that.
yeah. And so I was sitting there, and the stuff they put on your teeth, so they put this goo on your gums, and it hardens, and it's to make sure that the whitening doesn't get on your gums, because this whitening stuff is like
Powerful.
electric, yeah. and a little bit, I could feel it touching my gum in between one of my teeth, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just. And you're sitting there. This is like an 1.5-hour process.
So you just went with it and didn't
I was
tell
like,
her?
it hurts. It stings a little. And then eventually it just kind of stops hurting as bad, and it's kind of tolerable. And she they do like 30 minutes of this goo on your teeth, and then they wipe it off or wash it off, and then they reapply a brand new coat, and then you sit there for 30 minutes, and she kind of keeps messing with it, and then they wipe that off. You do this 4 times.
Good Lord.
And I got to go back in 2 weeks and get 2 more treatments.
Why?
So they're white.
They're pretty white.
Yeah. Well, they're my real teeth.
I know.
These aren't veneers.
These
so
are my
I gotta
real
work
teeth.
on these bad boys. Well, they're pretty good.
I know. I've never
You
done
can
that.
whiten yours at home.
I do.
And it's the same trays. Like they told me, they're like, we can send these home with you, or we can do it here. I'm like, I'll just do it here. I'm getting them cleaned. I'll just do it while I'm here. And y'all are the professionals. Y'all are the teeth people. And so, anyways, I was feeling that little zing on my gum, and I was thinking, it'll just be irritated for a couple days. And you were saying, like you said, the fastest healing part of your body is probably your mouth, right? Your gums and tongue and all that stuff. And I got done and looked in the mirror, and my gum was white.
Yeah, you sent me a picture, zoomed in, and it was just as white as your teeth.
It looked like I had a piece of rice
it looked like
between my teeth.
Yeah, like you had eaten bread and you had stuff stuck in your teeth.
Ugh.
Absolutely.
So, but then today I woke up and it was red, like blood red, and now it's almost healed. Look at it. See it? Pretty close, huh?
You look like Nicole trying to wink doing that.
But
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I was I got to go, do the TV stuff, so I thought I'd not, get them teeth a couple shades lighter, and they bleached my gum while they were at it, but it was fine. It's already kind of back to normal. But I was looking at it when I got out of there, I was like, oh, my gum was white, like
you panicked, shocker,
like if you painted it.
Yeah, it was very white. I've never seen gums that color.
I Googled gums white after bleaching teeth, and I know a lot of people may already know about this, but AI generates a response. So like usually when you used to Google stuff, you just would get like a bunch of websites with maybe the information you're looking for, maybe not, right? And you just kind of got to look at the little, the little abbreviation of the search and go, yeah, that looks like what I'm looking for, and hit the thing, take you to a website, and you're hoping that you're going to learn.
That looks credible. Sure.
Right, yeah. You're hoping you're now right above that is a little AI generated
blurb
explanation.
Yeah.
And it was like, yes, if you have if your gums may be white after bleaching your teeth, it is a
chemical burn, basically.
Chemical burn, and it will go away after 2 days. And I was like, damn, man. I mean, some people, AI is kind of getting a little bit of a bad rap in a lot of ways, especially with art and design. So all of our folks in the NASCAR industry, we got a few upstairs that are designers, and their livelihood is creating paint schemes and creating promotions and videos and all kinds of cool stuff when we're trying to unveil some new partnership or whatever. And AI is sort of a lot of people are using AI to do that. And it's kind of upset that sort of group of folks, because they're thinking, man, we're not, AI's not.
Well, anytime there's a machine that comes in and tries to take your job, that's cause for concern. Yeah. I think AI is scary. Yeah. I think it's also very fun and cool, but also there's so many things on the internet you see now that aren't real, because some of it's real obvious and some of it's not. Yeah. And people will believe whatever they see on the internet. Mm-hmm. And the internet too will tell you whatever you want to hear. Yeah. If you Google it, depending on how you word it, you'll get whatever answer you already thought you were thinking to begin with. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So AI just makes that all
thought that
worse.
was neat. I've been seeing that in a lot of searches on Google, where it gives you this little blurb of AI, and it's really exactly what you're looking for, and you don't have to go through them websites anymore and trying to find the credible information.
Yeah, well, that's convenient,
and you can ask it any kind of question, like if you're sitting at home, you're like, hey man, what aces are pitching in the games?
That's how you talk to your AI. Yeah. Hey man.
You type like, if you're like, hey man, who are the best pitchers today for the game, for the Major League Baseball games? If you're trying to bet like no runs in the, whatever inning for the other team. So like you can ask it anything.
Are you doing that when you're doing all these little bets? Because you've been doing a lot of little tiny bets on your app.
I'll admit it, man. So I am not a gambler like Denny Hamlin, right? Denny is, Denny's really good, knows his stuff, is going to gamble big chunks of money because it takes big chunks of money to win a lot of money. I'm not necessarily interested. I mean, I'd love to win a lot of money, but
not really willing to risk it.
Not willing to whisk it. Whisk it.
We can't whisk it either.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We
So
gotta have this good talk.
I hate to admit this, but so I will sit at home and there's not a whole lot going on, and I do like to bet on sports. It's fun. I had a lot of fun during the NCAA college bracket. That's gone, and there's really kind of like this little dead space right now. Some baseball and basketball, but basketball I've lost every time I've tried to gamble on basketball, trying to say this guy's gonna, this guy averages 10 rebounds. Man, I'll bet he gets 6 tonight, and I'll parlay a bunch of them together. Why wouldn't he get 6? He averages 10. That's the night he gets 5, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, God dang it, I'm never doing this again. Yep, basketball is just not NBA player props are tough for me. So
Mine was college. I lost on that Kentucky-Tennessee game.
Yep. But what I wanted to admit was, I've been really kind of passing the time waiting on the next cool, fun thing to gamble on with no runs in a half inning. So I'll pick like the White Sox last night were playing somebody and they were struggling. And so I bet a couple different innings that they wouldn't get any runs. And the odds are like minus 300, minus 275. They're not great. And I'll put like $1 on it.
Just to have something.
And I'll win like $1.30.
And he's so excited. Every like 30 or 40 minutes, he's going, yes.
Yeah. I got a couple bets in on, we'll talk about this on our Tuesday edition of the Dale Jr. Download, but I got a couple bets for the Masters.
Oh, really?
Already in.
I like that.
You told me you weren't going to bet on the Masters.
I wasn't. And then I was looking at it and I was like, well, there's 2 guys. I won't want to name any names. There's 2 guys. I don't know nothing about golf, everybody. But there's 2 guys that are really, everyone's convinced that Vegas and everybody's convinced that they're not going to make the cut. So I bet that they wouldn't. And then there's like 3 or 4 guys that everybody's convinced will make the cut. And so I bet they did. And I parlayed all that together, and it was about a plus 150.
Nice.
When it's all said and done. It should land. We'll see.
So if I was going to bet on golf, I'd just pick the cutest guy and put money on that guy. That's how girls bet.
Yeah.
That's how we pick our fantasy football league players too.
I hope you don't be betting on golf then. Ain't no cute guys. Don't
There's
watch.
no cute guys?
Nope. Don't watch.
Well,
not watching that.
That's probably why I don't watch it at all anyway. Yeah. I did see that they did like a family day. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, the Wednesday before like the Masters, they do like the kids and the
kids were all out. It was so cute. Mm-hmm. They all had matching white jumpsuits with their names on the back or the last name on the back. It was precious. I loved it. So cool. That's the kind of thing that I get in my feed. But
I'm still hung up on you watching golf, trying to look for the cute guy.
No, if I was going to bet, if I was going to bet on it, I'd be like, yeah, I want to bet on that cute guy.
Mm-mm.
Why?
There ain't no cute guys.
So
there's only one.
I think this is all bull.
There's only one
and
cute guy.
He just doesn't want me looking.
No.
It's just a thing.
The cute guy's sitting right here.
Oh, God. When are we going to get past this thing?
Never. All right. So you wanted to tell me about, you were talking about the...
It's not that important. Running late.
Yes.
Nicole. We've talked about her and her attitude before. Tuesday.
Our 4-year-old has an attitude.
It's just developing in a new way. All of a sudden, she's even more ornery. And usually she's like very helpful. She wants to help you feed the dog. She wants to help you do everything. Yes, mommy. Okay, mommy. You can ask her to do anything and she'll help you. Put your shoes on, Coley. It's time to go. Okay. Like, happy to do all this. Not lately. She is mad at life right now. Mad. She's like, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I don't want to help you. No, these shoes are terrible. Tuesday, we went through she goes to school 2 days a week. She goes through every single pair of shoes that she wears constantly. These don't work. These aren't good. These hurt right here. I'm like, we're going to be running late. We're running late. Officially, we're actually running late now, and I'm panicking. Like, running late for me is one of those things that like stresses out my entire life. We were pretty much late for everything growing up. Like, we'd get in the car, and Mom would then put her lipstick on. I'm like, nobody cares about your lipstick. You could do that at a stoplight. Like, we're going to church. Let's just go. Like, they're not going to wait on us to get there. There's a hard start here. We have to get there on time. We were always late. She didn't care. So for me, being late is like a big deal, and I feel like it's rude. It just stresses me out. So we do it again this morning, going through the whole song and dance. She is technically ready to go by the time Isla gets ready for school. So she's been ready for an hour before we actually need to leave. But we go through the whole thing with her shoes, and then she wants to like vacuum. She's got this little vacuum. She wants to vacuum the kitchen again before we get in the car. I'm like, honey, besides just picking her up and throwing her in the car, because that doesn't really work out very well for me either, she just is defiant. I just let her do it for a second. I'm like, okay, let's go. Come on. No. I'm like, okay, well, you can stay here and I'm going to leave. Mm-hmm. Okay. Like nothing's working.
Nothing.
So I'm like frustrated with this little child, and I don't really know what to do to fix it. I'm sure it's going to play out and it'll be like a phase that'll just go away.
On the other hand, I've been taking her to school, but I mean, I know you've been spending time with her and feel like that she's just getting so mature. She's about to have a birthday in a month. Mm-hmm. And so
she keeps telling us too, she's going to Hawaii for her birthday. And anybody else that asks her what she wants to do for her birthday, or she says we're going to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Which we are not.
Yeah. Nope. So, yeah, what are we going to do for her birthdays?
I don't know.
Always a theme of some sort.
We've got the date for her birthday, but I have not done anything. Mm. She wants to have like a pool party, but April's not really, it could be rainy. It's just not a good time for that because it could be terrible weather. And then what's your backup plan? There's nowhere else to, if we plan to have it at the house, the pool, then all the kids are in the house, and that's not really something I want to mess with. So I'm not sure.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know about, I don't know what to, I mean, Nicole, the thing with Nicole at 4, it's just kind of like that 2, 3, 4, even a little bit of 5 seems to be very volatile. Like the personality is like goes through these big swings.
Yeah. I don't remember Isla doing that as much.
Gosh, I remember Isla screaming at us. Screaming. Just like the most, like, what is going on? Like, you would get her upstairs to brush her teeth and stuff, and she would just, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
exercise the demons. Yeah. I don't remember her doing that, though.
Blocked all that out.
Yeah, I guess I have somewhat. Yeah. I don't remember her doing that in like the systematic moments of the morning.
Yeah.
It was just when she was tired, I felt like she did that kind of stuff. Nicole's doing it just because she wants to have some control. But she like gets to do all the things on her own. So that's the other thing. She's like, I don't want to go get dressed up by myself. I don't want to go do this stuff by myself. Whereas before, like, you couldn't help her.
Yeah, well, a month ago, it was I'm doing it by myself. I'm doing it by myself. Yeah. I mean, it's just going to be the way it is.
Being a parent with young kids is just a mind game at all times. You feel like you got a handle on it, and then something changes, and you're like, wait, what? Now we're doing this? And so it's just like constant chasing. It's like chasing your tail. Speaking of babies, do you remember we were driving past this place the other day, and do you remember going to I Bambini?
Yes.
For lunch. Yes. So we went. Tim, you might think this is funny. Maybe not.
Yeah, this is a little Italian, I think.
Yeah, little
Italian joint in a little strip mall. We used to go there quite a bit. Great place.
It is. It's
right
great.
Down the road from the house.
Everything's like homemade, but we took.
We don't go there anymore.
No, we don't go there anymore, and this is why we have it's got bad energy for us. It's got weird vibes.
Well, we were driving by it the other day, and I was like, "Oh man, you think we'll ever eat there again?" She's like, "No." I was like, "Oh,
can't do it."
All right, and I know why.
So we took Kelly and LW and Brenda,
my mom,
yes, to I Bambini for lunch. I was pregnant with Isla. We were going to tell them what we decided that we were going to name her.
7.5 years ago.
Yes. So we're sitting there. Everybody's ordered. I don't think we have our food yet. And then they're all like, "Okay, come on with it. We know you got something to tell us. Let's go." And so Dale's like, "Well, we're going to name her Isla Rose." And the amount of awkward pause was so big. Dale and I were both like, "Hello," and they didn't like her name, and the whole moment was so weird. Dale and I, like, both of us wanted to slither under the table, like melt into a puddle under the table.
Yeah, everybody just was real kind of quiet, and then and LW and Kelly really didn't say anything one way or the other, but Mom definitely was like, "Yep, not a big fan.
I don't like that.
Don't like that. Not a fan of that one." And we were like, "Oh."
Yeah. I mean, even if you don't like somebody's choice, you kind of keep that to yourself.
And
I fake it.
we like said, all right. And that was the end of that
Okay, we got
conversation.
Oh man.
the rest of lunch was kind of quiet.
Yep. And we got him left.
Got up and left and haven't
We
gone
walked-
back in there.
we walked out.
LW he likes Rose because
Yeah.
he had a Grandma Rosie. So he like chimed in with that.
It
but I
was
remember
mainly
that.
mom.
I like
It
It was pretty
mom
much
was
Brenda.
like the mood setter.
Yeah.
And man, me and Amy got out. We got out of there when we got done, and it was really bad. And we got in the car, and we were like, "Damn, did that just happen?
Right.
Like they couldn't
Yeah.
even
Does that-
fake it."
It feels bad, but was it as
Such
bad
a
as
huge
we
moment
feel?
for you guys too.
Yeah, we had like worked on this. We had a long list.
Oh yeah.
So-
I had even texted Brenda about name options. I asked all the family names.
Yeah.
Her middle name's Lorraine, and she told me, she's like, "You better not name that baby Lorraine." And so we named Nicole Lorraine. So
Lorraine. Yeah.
we got it in there anyway. But yeah, everybody's had conversations about it, and
But we had worked hard,
yeah,
because we had this note in our phone that we shared, and we were adding names to it and deleting names and putting yeses and no, I don't like that. And
Yeah,
me and
hard
her
no.
went around and around and around. And I didn't think, honestly, I think a lot of parents can appreciate this. You kind of get to a point to where you're like, yeah, I don't know if I'm really just going to really absolutely outright love something. It's really just us going to come down. We're just going to actually come down to something that we all are okay with or that we're happy with, right? But I'm gonna compromise some of what I want for Amy to have some of what she wants, and maybe vice versa. But it's a little more weighed toward the girl, the more weighed toward Amy because she's the one who created
that's
the
not
child.
true. I had
not true.
Well, I don't feel
Well,
like
I mean,
really
it's not
true.
all weighted that way. If it was, her name would be Celine.
Her name would be Celine.
Really?
That's what I wanted to name her as
I wasn't
Celine.
letting that happen. I
There-
didn't want
how many
that.
Celines do
I was
you
trying
know?
not to let that
I
happen.
wanted something
Celine Dion.
different, but really pretty. And he's like, we can't. Celine Dion. I was like, not after Celine Dion, just Celine. It's such a pretty name.
Yeah.
And he's like, hard veto. And I wanted to name her Bird or Birdie, call her Birdie. I had a great grandmother Birdie. Her name was Bertha, but we could have called her Birdie. He's like, actually, that was on Nicole's list. He was like, nope, veto.
No. I didn't want her to get picked on.
And Nora was in there. That's your grandmother's
Nora? Yeah.
mom's name.
I thought that was a boring name.
It's not a boring name. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's not a lot of Noras running around out there.
Nora. No, there aren't, and there's a good reason for that.
That's a good way to look at it too.
We had a boy's name picked out forever before we ever got married.
Oh, hell yeah. The boy's name was easy.
Yeah, what were the boys'
And
names?
we never got to use it. So
What was it?
Ralph Lane.
Oh,
Ralph after obvious
that's a good one.
reason. Lane is my dad's middle name.
And Ralph Lee was my grandfather's name. So Ralph Lee, Ralph Lane.
No, it would not be Lee.
I'm saying there's a connection there.
To the initials?
Yeah.
Oh.
It just made sense to me.
I'm saying it like it's going to happen.
And for
Ralph Lane was
yeah.
what we decided on.
that was
But,
like,
you know,
hey, while the girl's name took every bit of the whole pregnancy to decide, the boy's name was decided before he was even, he was even a molecule.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was, and after doing all of that to land on Isla Rose and going, that's the name. I feel good about that. And when she gets here, it'll make sense. She'll look at the kid and go, yep, we chose correctly.
yeah.
You know,
Brenda's like,
it's-
how do you spell that? I was like, Isla. She goes, Isla. People are going to call her Isla.
yeah, she was,
She was
mom,
so disappointed.
mom just didn't hold back ever. And,
But that's what we loved about her.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did love that.
She fell in love with the name and Isla, of course. But
She did.
Yeah. Yeah. That moment was awkward, and that's why we don't go back to
It's just, it's funny.
this really very yummy Italian
It's funny with
restaurant.
names because you'll pick the name, and the whole time you're waiting for the child to get here, you're like, man, did we pick the right name?
Yeah.
And then
Sometimes people just change it right when the
yeah,
baby's born.
and you're like, I don't know, what if it doesn't fit? But it does. Like it just happens. Like the child's born, and you're like, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine her being named anything else. Same with Nicole. Nicole is a Nicole. I look at her and I go, yep, you're a Nicole. And it's funny. It's just weird.
How did you guys not take that reaction and say, like, we should change it maybe? That you just were
I
like,
think
Because
it
we
made
had-
us stern.
it did.
more
It made us
stern.
like it more. We're like,
We were
wait
like-
a second. That's
We were like, all right, whatever.
yeah. But we had really, like you said, gone round and round about it, and I was pretty close to having her.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, you know what? We're not going to change it
Yeah,
now.
we're
We've
super-
agreed on it. We like it. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
This is it. At what point of the lunch did you tell him? Was this awkward?
Early.
Probably
before
right.
the main
Yeah, right when
course
we got there. We didn't have
Oh.
our food yet.
That's a long.
We were
awkward,
excited.
Yeah.
yeah.
everyone was excited to hear it, and then until they heard it. It was
So one of the videos that we did last week or the last show or 2 shows ago where we were talking about fashion faux pas, and this I was talking about ears inside the hat. So some people will take their hat and they put their ears inside. I'm doing it right this way.
yeah, there you are.
Yeah. And I was like, man, when I see that, I just like, how could you do that? But so I have another one. I was thinking of another one. Look, man, this is me. All right, this is me. I'm the problem. It's a me problem. Okay?
Wait, say that again? Did you just say I'm the
The
problem?
ears in the hat, it's not a me problem. I just think that's the wrong way to wear a hat. Hat was not designed for that.
No, it wasn't.
But this one is a definite me problem. So
What is it?
if I get roasted, I know it's coming. All right. But when I see this, I go, I can't. It's sunglasses.
Just
It's
wearing sunglasses?
putting sunglasses in your shirt.
I do that all the
I
time.
know. Or taking the sunglasses, and guys do this. I hate this. I think it's stupid. They put their sunglasses like that. And
Why is it?
They walk around their sunglasses backwards on their neck. Just cause I guess they're tired of holding on to them or don't want them in their pocket. I don't really know. But guys will, be sitting, if you're at somewhere where you're wearing shades like the beach or somewhere sunny, and you go inside to sit down and have you a sandwich, some people put their sunglasses on the back of their neck and the arms rest on their shoulders. I just think
Here's the thing.
that's a bit like that's just weird.
Well, what's the difference between doing that or like turning them upside down and putting it on top of your hat? Because I've seen guys
Well,
do that before.
The reason why you turn them upside down is because this part's flat, right? And so it rests on there better. I don't really do it that way. I just go ahead and put it on there.
But
like
what is
this.
the difference in doing that and putting it on the back of your neck or
Well,
hanging
this
it in your
is
shirt?
like from here to here, it makes sense,
But that's going to fall off.
but not really. From here to there makes sense. Putting them on the back of your neck and letting the arms rest on your shoulders is like
I don't know. It feels like it's not going to fall off that way. If I was going to choose,
Are you just arguing just for the sake of arguing? Are you serious about
I thought
this?
that was the point of this conversation.
No. Do you agree or disagree that it looks weird?
I don't care. I really don't.
I care.
Why are you judging everybody with their sunglasses? I put mine on my shirt all the time.
I know. I don't
it
like.
stays there. It's
I
not
know,
going to fall off
it
my.
does.
I don't have a hat on most of the time.
Sometimes though, when
and I
you
got a bunch of
bend
hair.
over,
I'm not going
they
to stick it
fall
under
out.
my hair on my neck. I've really never paid attention to that being a thing.
When you bend over, they fall out of your shirt onto the floor and they scratch the lens. But I just think I just don't like it. When I see it, I don't like it. Sorry, I'm gonna get roasted. This is a total me problem. I'm admitting that. I'm not saying that this is something I want the world to change for me. Do you have any? Have you got anything to bring to the table? Anything you see when you see somebody do something, wear something a certain way?
I mean, there's lots of weird things. I just am not judging people for doing that. Like, I find it to be funny, to be honest. I think
What do you find to be funny? What would be an example?
I don't know, when somebody bends over and their butt crack comes out of their pants. Like, where's your underwear, man? Did you not put those on today?
Sometimes they're wearing underwear. Just
Where
their
did they
asses-
go?
People got high cracks too.
A high crack?
High crack, yeah. That's a
Yeah,
thing.
you could have a high crack.
It's a
Does
thing.
that mean your butt is basically just...
I've never heard of that, but
Never
I mean,
heard of a high crack?
Yeah, no,
That's a thing.
But I suppose it's
Do
possible.
you have a high crack?
No,
Tips?
I don't. But
Are you suffering from high crack?
in extra tall underwear or something?
There's a type of pant, the marine layer.
Yeah, he has a specific pair of like drawstring chino pants that he loves.
Yeah,
But they are kind of a short rise, and so we have to size up so that his crack doesn't hang out.
yeah. If I wear the
Those
large,
are the pants he was wearing when we were at the beach and he took his underwear off and the kids were like, look, Daddy's butt's hanging out.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I wear a large, there's not enough material for my ass.
No.
So when I
You got a bubble butt.
bend over, my crack shows, and so I have to get extra large, and that way it doesn't happen. But I don't have high crack. I got pretty regular normal crack.
Normal crack, yeah. It's rare, but it happens.
I don't have high crack either, but
Yeah.
no. I got no, I don't have any issues with people. Like, you want to
Yeah.
wear your clothes, wear your clothes. The only thing that annoys me as far as women, because it's a lot, first of all, getting dressed as a woman is a lot of work. It's not as easy as a man. But if you don't have the right bra on for your shirt, Like, I don't want to see your tan. It's been washed 4,000 times and it's got pills on the straps bra. Like, get a bra that fits under your shirt. If you've got like a strappy top or something like that, like, get the right undergarments for it. There are so many options and they're everywhere. Like, you don't have to wear the same bra every single day. If you're going to wear a nice dress, just take the bra off. Like, the bra. We don't have to wear a bra if it's going to look like that, right?
But I think a lot of people are cheering for that.
Yeah. Like, lose the bra.
I know a lot of guys can get behind that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that bothers me. But it's not like a fashion faux pas. It's just like, I guess, like dressing.
I don't
rules.
think I don't think faux pas was the right word, but I didn't know anything else. I didn't know how else to present it to our listeners. But I guess it's just like stuff that you see that annoys you, or not necessarily annoys you, but you
like
look
a
at
fashion blunder.
It ain't really a blunder to hang. I don't want to say it's a blunder to put your glasses on your shirt. It's just something that I see and I go, oh, I don't know.
Cringy.
Cringy. Yes, that's a fashion cringe. Let's call it that.
Yeah,
An
fashion
ick, a
cringe.
cringe.
A fashion ick.
Dale's full of icks. We talked about this with a
have
friend at
lots
the
of
beach.
icks.
His list of icks would be
Yes.
insurmountable. Like,
That's true.
You need to
I
write
got
them down
lots
and
of
share
icks.
it.
he should have an ick book, like a bathroom book.
Yeah.
Ick number 1.
Yep. Ears and hats, sunglasses hung on shirt collars, jewelry. I mean, yeah, there's a long list of ick. It's strange.
How do you get through life with joy
Listen,
at all?
I am admitting it's a me problem. I will get roasted for these points of view, but I'm here willing to share, willing to take it on the chin.
Oh, you know what's kind of icky to me?
Mm-hmm.
You told me about this the other day, and I can't imagine driving like this. But the Tesla truck,
Yeah.
I think they're cool. I mean, I would ride.
You know what Isla calls, so there's one that's in our little school drop-off line. She goes, the diamond truck.
Yeah, she calls it the
Shaped
diamond
like a
truck.
diamond.
And there's one down close to where TJ lives, and that guy has wraps on his. It's in his neighborhood, isn't it? And so, like, for the first time she saw it, it was like iridescent pink. It almost looked like what she would imagine a unicorn would look like, you know. And so she kind of has been fascinated with them ever since. Yeah. So she calls them the diamond trucks. But Dale was telling me that the steering wheel is like really tiny.
Yeah, it's like a.
Have y'all seen the inside of the Tesla truck? Like physically walked up to one and looked inside?
I haven't
Not
either.
physically, no.
Look, the way that when you look at the truck, its angles are sharp and intentional, right? And it's kind of large, right?
It looks like a Roblox car.
Yeah. And then you get in there and this got this tiny little Formula One style, you know, it's not a round wheel. It's like this little grippy thing like this, but it's small. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wait, that doesn't go with that.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't match. Mm-hmm. Whereas our street cars have a really slow steering box, bigger wheels. So you turn the wheel and the car gradually gets there. And you're so used to driving something that way for 40 years, and then you get in this little thing, and it's like, but the steering wheel just don't match. The steering wheel doesn't go with the car.
Yeah, I think that's so weird. That would make me
weird.
feel like it was. I don't know. It would knock the allure down a little bit. Oh, I got something. I need you to read for me.
Me?
Yeah. Can you hang on
The
to
hell's this?
All right, now can you read? Can you show the camera what this thing says? All right, I need you to read each word down the line.
Pizza. Say. 2. Add. This. Got. I.
Go faster.
Long.
Uh-huh.
How. Look.
Okay, now turn and look at it because you might need to. Say every word with pizza in front of it.
Pizza. Pizza say. Pizza 2. Pizza. Pizza this. Pizza got. Pizza I. Pizza long. Pizza how. Pizza look.
Okay, good job. Now say everything with pizza behind it.
Pizza. Say pizza. 2 pizza. Ass pizza. This pizza. Got pizza.
Keep going.
I pizza. Long pizza. How pizza.
Okay. Now,
Look pizza.
oh, look. All right. Now say every word with pizza in front and behind it.
Pizza, pizza, pizza. Pizza, say pizza. Pizza, to pizza. Pizza, pizza. Pizza, this pizza. Pizza, got this got pizza. Pizza, I pizza. Pizza, long pizza. Pizza, how pizza. Pizza, look pizza.
Okay. Now read the words from the bottom to the top.
You're an ass.
No, I'm not. Read it.
Look how long I got this ass to say pizza. You got me.
Thanks for playing, Ralph.
Thanks.
All right. Should we play
That's funny.
Real or
Was
Fake
that
Florida
funny?
Man? It is
was
funny.
funny. Yeah.
Jerks. I'm exhausted.
Exhausted. Reading's hard. Reading is
Gosh,
so
I'm out of
hard.
breath. Hey, this is Dale Jr. And for the latest Bless Your Hardt gear, go to shop.dirtymomedia.com. We've got plenty of options for everybody and adding new stuff every day. Go to shop.dirtymomedia.com.
Okay, so we're going to play a game called Real or Fake Florida Man. Tim's is a bunch of Florida Man headlines, and he's going to read them to both of us, and we have to decide if it's real or not.
Love it.
Yeah, Florida man headlines are always the
Oh, yeah.
They are.
most wild.
There's a lot of weird stuff
Can we
happening
preface,
down in Florida.
Can we
so
preface this?
yeah, preface
yeah,
it.
preface it.
I love Florida.
Yeah,
I
Florida's
love
great.
Florida man.
I love
And,
the Florida Man.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I was in Florida right this minute.
I wish
Just
I
wanna
was a
put that-
Florida
I
man.
just want to put that out there. I think I could be a Florida man.
Yeah, I think you could.
Yep.
I think you'd fit
I might,
right
yeah.
in.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, bless their heart. Well, here's the first one is Florida man arrested after driving car into ocean stating, "Not my fault the truck don't surf." Real or fake?
That's real.
That's real.
Real. It is real.
It is real.
It is
Oh my
real.
gosh.
Florida man hits boyfriend with plate for listening to too much Alanis Morissette.
Real.
Feels real.
It's real.
I think I'd read that one.
You did?
I think I did. Yeah. Since I'm an Alanis Morissette fan, maybe the algorithm sent it to me.
And a Florida-like man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Florida man calls 911 over missing beer, saying over missing beer so many times he gets arrested. Real or fake?
Fake.
Oof. Yeah, I'll go fake.
That's real.
Damn.
Real? Missing beer?
Yep.
He called
He
the
must be
cops
drunk.
and they're like, enough, stop.
He got arrested for harassing the cops.
Yeah.
Too many 911 calls. You drank the beer. That's where it's missing.
Uh-huh.
Miami man with no arms charged with stabbing Chicago tourist. Real or fake?
Fake.
I feel like that's real.
That is real.
Damn, are there any fakes?
How did he get charged with stabbing someone?
He could
Please
still
tell me the
stab. I mean,
details.
he could hold the knife with his toes.
Yeah. This guy is famous for making an appearance on one of Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was funny. Florida man arrested in local park for practicing karate on swans. Real or fake?
That's real, I'd say.
Fake.
That's real.
Kia! That's awesome.
Oh my God.
I mean, I like swans, but I'm sure they're fine.
Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing alligator through a Wendy's drive-through window. Real or fake?
Real.
Fake.
That's real.
Damn.
There
are no fake
gators
ones.
ever. No. They're all too good.
I got two more for you. Florida man arrested for eating pancakes in the middle of a crosswalk. Real or fake?
Fake.
Real.
That's real.
They're all real. Oh my God. Florida is whack.
Florida man disguises himself in bull costume as he tries to burn down former lover's house with pasta sauce. Real or fake?
Fake.
Real?
That's real.
Damn.
They're all real.
Oh my gosh.
Burn it down with pasta sauce.
There's more to the story.
There's meth involved.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Something-
There's probably more to the story.
There's another substance here we're not talking about, and it ain't pasta sauce.
Yeah. I should read that story and if I can figure out what happened. But
Yeah.
yeah. The moral of the story is Florida man, you never know if it's real or fake.
You really don't
You
know
really don't.
what's happening down there either.
Yeah. I'm sure there's other states that are just as wild.
Not consistently.
New Jersey.
New Jersey?
There's one where in New Jersey a man tried to sneak a turtle in through TSA and they found it in his pants.
In his
Oh,
pants.
yeah.
And they confiscated the turtle.
God dang. Put a turtle in your pants. Can you imagine? Gross.
Yeah. It was an interesting story.
Okay, so we're going to play the Whisper Challenge again. This was a lot of fun, and we've been wanting to play again. So we've got different phrases. I'm going to go first.
Yes.
Okay, I'm putting on the earmuffs.
All right. Is that too loud?
Okay. You can
good?
probably go up a little bit.
Up.
You're rocking.
Sorry.
He can hear it.
Oh, you can kind
Yeah,
of hear it.
she's listening to some Nickelback.
Yeah.
All right, ready? I am Florida man.
I am Florida man.
Did you hear me? Oh,
Damn.
how can you hear me? You can hear me. You sure?
It's those white teeth.
Put the fries in the bag.
Say it again.
Put the fries in the bag.
Put the flask in the bag.
No, put the fries in the bag.
Say it again.
Put the fries in the bag.
Flashback.
Put the fries in the bag.
Put the rice in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag.
Yes,
There you go.
Yes. Okay. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka.
Boom chakalaka.
Damn.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Damn.
Pumped. All right. Ready?
This song is doing it for me.
I Bambini.
I gotta pee.
I Bambini. I Bambini.
I'm a
You'll
piggy.
never get this one.
Say
I
it again.
Bambini.
I'm a piggy.
No. I Bambini. I Bambini.
I'm a peenie. I'm scared to say it.
Why are you scared to say it?
I can't hear anything.
I Bambini. I Bambini.
I Bambi.
My cheeks hurt.
This puddle of mud?
No.
Who is that?
Nickelback.
Animals.
Oh,
Nickelback, yeah.
It's so loud.
it was good.
It was loud, yeah. Sorry. The headphones
All
are.
right. Give me a little music.
Environment.
Jesus.
Is that too loud or you?
What-
Hold on,
what song
hold
do you
on.
have?
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Nice. Here's your first one. Ready?
Go.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Something muffin in the pants. No.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Stow the muffin in the pants.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
You're not moving your mouth.
It's because I'm smiling. Stop it. Do you know the Muffin Man?
This is a long phrase.
Do you know?
Shoot.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
That's too long. I can't do it.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Shoot the muffin man.
Do you give up? Do you give up?
Yeah.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Muffin man.
Do you know the Muffin
I
Man?
did. Shoot the muffin man. So I was close. You got to say I'm close. All right.
No, I don't. All right, ready?
Yes.
This used to be farmland.
This something farm.
This used to be
This
farmland.
goes. This used to be farmland. Yes.
All right, last one. I don't get this, but I'm going to say it. Do you know how to ball?
Huh?
I know Aristotle.
What?
Are those the same?
It's a Taylor Swift thing.
Oh, of course I don't know. Do you know how to ball? Do you know how to ball?
Do I know how to bowl?
I know Aristotle.
Aristotle?
That's pretty
What?
good.
How the did you get
How
Aristotle?
the did I get Aristotle?
He can hear me.
That's pretty good.
that was pretty
good.
close.
What did I say? What was it?
It was, do you know how to ball? I know Aristotle. It's a Taylor Swift thing.
Oh, really? Aristotle?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, how did you get
That's
Aristotle?
a win if you got Aristotle. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hell yeah. Why are yours so long? Holy
I feel
can
like,
we get,
no, you
calm
did.
down
That
here?
was you were so good the last
Honestly,
time. I had
if
to
you're
make it
too
harder.
good at it, yeah, that you got every one of them
God
last
dang.
time. You just picked out Aristotle.
I thought there was no way that was right.
Well, it was. Good job. I've been doing that with the kids, by the way, without the headphones. We do that just in the living room. I make Isla stand on the other side of the room, and I just lip something with my mouth. She loves
Did
that.
we say to everybody before the show started that the 5 Alive and the vodka was Dad's mix? Like, I know I've said that a lot on my shows, but The reason why where do we get Five Alive? Five Alive used to be sold in the States, and that was what Dad mixed with his vodka way back in the day. And so it's fun to drink.
It is fun to drink. It's
Didn't
good.
know if we said that earlier.
We didn't.
Well,
We did not.
I don't want people going, they're so particular getting their mix from Canada. But
We are a fan,
Yeah.
and we have some really nice
yeah,
couple that will share with us. That's all. But yes, it's based on your dad.
Yeah.
And it is good. Hi, guys. We're here in the Dirty Mo Media studios, and we are back for another Bless Your Hardt episode and Ask Amy. Wanted to remind you guys to subscribe if you haven't already, and also check out our new merchandise at shop.dirtymomedia.com. Dale's actually wearing one of our new Bless Your Hardt sweatshirts now. That one was his favorite because it's Carolina blue.
Carolina blue. Carolina.
So we're excited for your questions. What you got, Tims?
Our first question is from Tony. The Masters is this week, and they always had like this dinner of champions. So he wants to know, if you guys won the Masters, what would be your meal? So the meal you can pick whatever you want. It could be like your mom's meatballs or something.
Yeah.
And all the champions have to eat this meal. So
Oh,
basically
man.
your favorite meal. That's what he's asking.
Well,
I pick you're gonna guess my meal, and I'll guess your meal.
okay, great.
Got it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Dale's meal is going to be barbecue, like ribs, wings, and coleslaw,
Okay.
like just barbecue-y stuff. Is that right? No.
No buffalo wings.
The wings. Yeah. Why were they buffaloed? Buffalo sauce all over
Buffaloed.
all the things. Buffalo sauce on the side to pour on everything. Yeah. A buffalo dinner. A buffalo delight.
Okay. Amy's will be a salmon fillet over quinoa.
No, I've put like tacos or something.
Oh.
Both those would be really funny to watch, them with their green jackets all nice.
You would
and
do
Just
tacos.
eating something sloppy.
eating some
Would you
sloppy.
do what kind of taco?
Like ground beef tacos.
Standard soft hard shell.
Honestly, I kind of would relish in bringing the redneck to the Masters and making them make homemade double-decker tacos for me.
That'd be pretty
I am
nice.
all about a double-decker taco. That was my favorite Taco Bell menu item, and they took it off
Oh.
the menu.
Oh no.
But those would be good.
Yeah. I think the winner this year, he had like spaghetti and meatballs. Like that was
Perfect.
his thing. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Jay says Waffle House.
Waffle House. would be
Waffle
good.
House would be good.
Yeah. Our next one is from Ethan. He's getting married soon, and he wants to know, what do you guys think the best setting for a wedding venue is? So maybe like on location, church, winery.
So getting married is one of those moments that should just be about you. So make sure that whatever you're doing is something that you want to do. Dale and I kind of went back and forth. I wanted to go get married like on a beach somewhere and have nobody with us and just keep it simple. Dale wanted a big party. But really the only time of year we had was off season. And so we picked New Year's Eve, and it didn't make sense to get married on the beach on New Year's Eve. So we had like this big party. And we tented out at Richard Childress's place because that was important, the tie to his dad and everything. So I just feel like the place should just be something that's heartfelt. And it just depends on the size of your wedding, too. If you really don't have anything that makes sense as far as like a memory or a family member,
Yeah.
then you should just make sure that it makes sense for your,
We
for
were
your
gonna
wedding size.
we were gonna have it on we were gonna have it in Florida. My grandmother said she wouldn't travel, and I think that steered us toward another
It did.
trying a different idea. But one other thing, I think for guys, maybe we don't really maybe we just assume that it's going to be at a church, right?
Well, the wedding can be, and the reception could be somewhere else,
Yeah.
of course.
Well, yeah, that was what I was going to say. I think what a lot of guys probably don't think about is like, it doesn't have to be at a church. It can be anywhere. You can have it anywhere. You can have it literally wherever you want it to be. And so start with a blank slate, open mind.
As a guest, what have been your favorite weddings? What type of venue? Has it been at a church, then a reception somewhere else, or has it been more location?
I like it when I
weddings?
don't have to drive to the reception. So if it's all
Yeah.
in one place, that's really nice. Anytime there's an outdoor wedding, it's always beautiful. There's been a few weddings I've been to in Texas where it's like a dance hall, which is so fun. Where the wedding's outside, and then there's a big dance hall where the
Yeah.
reception is. It should feel festive.
Yeah. I'd say the weddings that I've enjoyed the most have been the ones that weren't at a traditional church.
Yeah.
The wedding venues that might be around. We've got a couple we've got one or two within, a couple miles of our house So I mean, they're really all over the place. You wouldn't even know that they're.
Yeah.
But just event spaces that can do all kinds of things and weddings. But those are kind of fun because they're ready. They kind of know what the routine is. They're the staff at those places
Yeah.
already have kind of a mission, a system. So
But anything that's got an environment with charm, like an old barn or something like that,
Yeah.
it just makes it unique and fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. Congratulations, Ethan, by the way, as well.
yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Best decision you'll make.
James is our next question. Easter, right around the corner. Any traditions you guys do with the girls?
Yes.
Yes. Easter is around the corner. So I grew up in South Texas, and we were the only 3 girls. We were the only kids in the family, but we had a tradition to pull the Spanish moss off the trees and make Easter nests in the yard. And then the Easter bunny would leave us, the Easter basket stuff in your Easter nest. There are now, I think, 12 kids. There's a lot of kids, at least 10. And so we go to Texas, we take the camper, we camp out, everybody's just hangs out at the farm. And then that's our kind of Easter Sunday. We go to church and we do the Easter nests in the yard.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's not normal, for sure.
Not normal.
What do you guys put in? Do you have put stuff in the eggs?
Yeah, we do it. We do a hunt. They hunt the yard and then they sit and do their nest. So the nest is full of candy, toys, bubbles, that kind of stuff.
This crazy string.
Yeah, silly string.
Silly string. Oh man, that stuff goes everywhere.
Yeah. It's a hot mess. The yard is
Yeah.
wrecked afterwards, but it's fun.
You ever do the adults with mini liquor bottles in theirs?
No, we don't do anything for the
Don't
adults.
do anything.
You should do that.
Yeah,
It's
we're
pretty
all
Even
fun.
at Christmas, the adults basically don't get any presents anymore.
Really?
There's
Yeah.
too many children.
Yeah, I get that. It's fun to watch the adults when they get a little too much to drink, and then they
Yeah.
go searching for
Oh
eggs.
yeah.
And with more
There's
alcohol.
there's a lot of beer
There's a lot
drinking
of that going
happening,
on.
and
yeah. It's like a 4-day thing on this farm.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
And we bring our campers out
there's
there.
4-wheelers and
We
campers.
take our
and-
fifth wheel from Camping World and go out there and park it, and everybody's got one. And so we're all around all day, all night,
Yeah.
riding 4-wheelers and stuff like that. The girls are kind of getting into that. So it's
throwing
really,
rocks and cow patties.
fun,
It's just,
yeah. It's a great time.
Yeah, that sounds
Putting
awesome.
out corn and the deer are out there eating.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Our next question is from Lainey, and she wants to know, Amy, if you and Dale are going to sit down and watch something, what kind of show or movie do you watch? What genre? Do you watch reality TV? What's the go-to?
We kind of watch a lot of different things. So if Dale's going to sit down with me and I am in the middle of a series or in the middle of something, I don't even ask him. I just put it on. I mean, I kind of ask him, but if he sits down and wants to watch something, we don't have a plan. It's either a documentary of sorts. If Dale's picking, it's something kind of unnerving.
One night consumed.
What's that?
Like you can watch it in one night. Like
Yes.
it's an hour and a half.
It's not something we have to
I
pick back
I
up.
want to start it and finish it.
But he does like documentaries, scary stories,
Yeah.
all the stuff that gives me bad dreams, basically.
Yeah.
He likes to watch that stuff.
We watch Bravo. So we got Southern Charm.
We watch The Housewives and Southern Charm.
I watch Housewives with
Summer
her.
House.
I don't watch it. I don't know what's going on, but I'll sit there and ask questions.
Yeah.
And the reunions and stuff are pretty funny. But we're big Southern Charm fans still. We were into a couple other shows, but we've been watching some stuff on Netflix, and you got into.
I just finished The White Lotus.
Yeah,
I binged
we
that.
did White Lotus. That was fun. I just watched the last show.
He was in and out of
Yeah.
seasons because I
That's-
started up season 1 not that long ago and finished just now.
That's why I don't like big seasons because I can't do it every night or I'll not want to watch the 3rd or 7th episode and I want to skip, and I'm like, well, I'll watch 2 with her and then not watch the 3rd one with her, and then I'm like, all right, I'm out.
He doesn't know what happened.
Yeah.
He's like, how did that go to
But
that?
I'll be honest, I watched the very last. I know that everybody's talking about White Lotus. I watched maybe 1 or 2 early ones, but then I watched the very last one, and I don't need to see the rest of it. It was good. Yeah, the last one.
So season 1, 2, and 3 have different casts.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that the show that they changed the whole storyline basically?
Well, I watched the one
It's-
where Goggins or
Yeah,
what was
Walter
his name?
Goggins.
Yeah, Walter Goggins gets shot.
That's season 3.
So I watched the very last episode of season 3, and I was like, yeah, I feel like I've seen the whole season. Good.
Yeah,
That was it. That was entertaining.
that's funny.
But
We don't really have a specific type. We also watch on the Spectrum. We've watched every season of that and just started that the other
Yeah.
day too. They have a new season out. We love watching that show.
yeah,
But
we're fans of certain shows like that where it's just strictly on Netflix or whatever. They'll have multiple. You just started. Gosh, I can't think of it. I'm mad that I can't think of it. But the soccer coach.
oh yeah, Damn it. He's not
Yeah.
a soccer.
I
no, I finished that.
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes of that. Everybody knows this show. They're saying it in the thing. I know it.
He goes to Europe and he's a soccer coach.
We've heard about Landman. We haven't started watching.
We haven't
that
watched
yet.
Landman. No.
We've heard about it, but I think we'd have to get another streaming service to see Landman. So
What did I start watching last night? I can't remember the name of that either.
We're really good at this.
Yeah. Our friend from Sullivan's. He did Eastbound and Down.
Oh,
that helps.
Oh yeah,
Brad?
Righteous
the
Gemstones.
Gemstones.
Yeah.
I started
Oh,
watching
yeah.
that last
Yeah,
night.
That's a
Amy
good
started watching. Amy started watching the first season, which I've seen.
I haven't.
I need to watch season 2 and 3. Ted Lasso. Thank
Oh,
y'all.
Lasso, yeah, I watched
I don't know why I couldn't.
Dale
I
watched it in
couldn't
real
think of
time, and he watched that and sat
Yeah.
in the living room at the beach house, just dying laughing.
Yeah, Ted
at the
Lasso is
TV.
great. And Amy just started Ted Lasso.
No, I finished it. I watched
did?
the whole thing, yeah. And I think they're filming a new season.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Has streaming changed the way you watch those shows? Because
Yes.
I'll wait till it's done.
I want to
watch
wait.
it.
I want to binge it like a good long movie. Yeah.
I agree.
Speaking of which, I think Memorial Day weekend, the Earnhardt
Becoming Earnhardt?
documentary is
Yeah.
coming out. It's 4 parts. It's coming out on Prime. And I've seen all 4. The first one. Look, I know that everything's been done on Dad. Everything has. But everything that has been done on Dad really celebrates the wins, the championships, the cars, the persona, the intimidator, everything that was at track. And this one is more about really the guts of the man and who he was as a person and his, flaws and imperfections as a dad and all those things. And it's really good. I'm really proud of it. I hope everybody will give it some time. I know you've seen everything there is to see, and I thought I had too. But they dug up a lot of stuff that I hadn't seen of Dad and of Ralph. They found some other home movie style footage of Ralph Earnhardt. I only thought there was one clip of him that existed of him talking and moving, but they found some more stuff that I didn't even know existed for 40 years. So
It's emotional, but it's really good.
the first episode is going to be a kind of a reintroduction of who Dad is and his rise from nothing to success. And then it dives into the personal stuff. And episode 3 and specifically episode 4 are really, really powerful. So I'm excited for that to come out and people to see it.
Yeah, I am too. It's great.
Yeah.
It's going to be more fun.
Let's do one more question. Let's not end on that.
Yeah, I got one more
Bring us
for
back
you.
up, Tim's.
Tim, he first says he wants you to take Vanna White's job when she retires on Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh,
So
I feel like I'm too old for that.
she's
How-
like
Vanna White is.
yeah, she's up there.
Yeah, you got to be at least 30 years, 40 years younger than her.
I know, but I feel like I'm still too old to start. You know what I mean? Like we need somebody in her 20s.
I'd like to see you do that once. Dun-dun-dun.
That'd be cool.
That little noise it makes when you turn it. Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Probably don't even have to press it. You just gotta fake it too. It's
Oh
probably
yeah,
probably
it doesn't turn anymore.
Oh, then we're out.
No, you need to. We'll bring back the turn for
Yeah.
Amy.
Please.
We're wanting to turn them.
We want the old school version.
We got to walk over there, nudge it. Dun-dun-dun.
That'll be our demand. We want more work.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yep.
But he wants to know if you could go on or host any game show or reality show, which one would it be?
I would like to go on Steve Harvey's show,
Family
Feud.
Oh yeah.
We honestly
got so close
really
to doing
tried to
that.
do that right
Really?
before Mimi passed away,
Yeah.
and it didn't work out because of timing and everything. But yeah, that would be super fun.
Wow, that'd been cool. Were you supposed to go up against like another
Group,
like,
another family.
like
Yeah,
celebrity or
Family.
whatever?
Yeah.
Or,
Family Feud would be fun.
that'd be really cool. No reality show or anything like that, like Big Brother, Survivor, Amazing Race.
no, I don't think I'm made for TV.
No.
We watch. We talked about Southern Charm. We watch Summer House too. I think it'd be fun to go to a party.
It would be fun to
Yeah,
just go to a
Summer House
party.
party.
Yeah,
Just
just
for a
kind of
day.
be in the background.
like watching all that happen in real time.
Yeah. Their parties or pool parties, especially around 4th of July, they're all themed. And so like
Yeah.
everybody's dressed up. It would be fun
Pretty crazy.
to hang out.
Yeah. I've
We're a
always-
little too old for that too, but not too much. I mean, they're in their 30s and 40s.
Yeah. We're on the cusp.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Just be in the background. I like that answer.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I think it's a good way to stop Ask Amy as well.
I'm sorry?
That's a good way to stop Ask Amy.
Yes. Thanks, guys. We had a great episode. Hopefully you will tune in. Again, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and check out shop.dirtymomedia.com for all of the merch. Thanks for your questions.
Yeah, they before we cut off, I'm wearing one of our Bless Your Harts. You can't buy this. I learned this today. You can't buy this here at the gift shop if you come by Junior Motorsports.
No, it's all online.
It's all online, and it's all at shop.dirtymomedia.com. We have not only Bless Your Hardt stuff, which Amy's designed or helped design some of this stuff, hats and things like that, but we got Dirty Mo Media shirts and hats, and we also have stuff for Doorbell Cleared, the download, Denny Hamlin's Actions Detrimental, and all that. So check it out and show your support by wearing your gear and telling your friends about the show. We're having a lot of fun with this. It's not episode 9. It feels like we're only 4 or 5 in, but it's going fast, having fun. See y'all next week.
Thanks, guys.